So, like I was saying a couple of minutes ago, I was talking about how religion gives you structure. So, if I have to tell you myself, what are the things which I like about my religion, Islam? I was born into the religion. However, I must say that even till date, I am not the right example to follow when it comes to Islam. I'm a very imperfect being with lots of room for progress. I struggle a lot, I make mistakes, I sin, I try my best, but still, you should not take me as an example. I'm not justifying the bad things that I do, but I'm just saying that don't put me on a pedestal because I'm not worthy of it. Yeah, I was saying that I have, for a very long part in my life, as far as I can remember, I have always been the type of girl, very inquisitive, curious, intelligent, very thirsty about acquiring more knowledge. So always buying lots of books, always having lots of intellectual conversations, questioning everything, trying to understand and know more about the world. So you will always find me in the library. However, I've always also had lots of friends when I was wherever I used to be in college and university. Always had lots of friends, very open-minded, still am. And why am I saying all of that to you? Just because I want you to know that it's not like I have been brainwashed or that I have been forced to practice what I do, or that it's everything that I do, I believe in today. What I'm going to tell you about Islam is something which I have I personally feel is correct because I have tried and tested it. So one of the main things that I love about being a Muslim is, or what I love about other Muslims, would be cleanliness. I have read extensively about many cultures and many religions, and in all due respect to everyone out there who is not Muslim, it's just like in Islam, there is a lot of emphasis on having a clean body and having tidy short nails. For example, if you will see a Muslim's nails, don't look at mine. Like I said, mine is not really the right example. But in general, how do we spot a Muslim? Muslims are supposed to be very clean, not just our bodies, our souls, and our minds as well. Whenever we have to pray, we need to purify the main parts of our bodies and our houses. There is a lot of emphasis on having a clean house, on modesty. That is something that I find extremely refreshing and attractive. Modesty is not just exclusive to Islam. Many people have that misconception. Modesty used to be a huge part of Hindu culture, Orthodox culture, Jewish culture. Some people now associate it more with Islam because perhaps Muslims are the only people who still visibly perpetuate that. Of course, there are still, you see Catholic or Christian nuns wearing the head covering and all of that. But for the majority, when people look at a woman who is veiled, for example, they will automatically assume that she is Muslim. But in the Sikh culture as well, you have that that emphasis on modesty, let's say. What I also love about Islam is humility, charity, and that detachment from worldly life. That's a big one, because when you feel like really in a very dark hole, you feel depressed and lost, and you just feel like the world is hurting you over and over again, which I have felt numerous times and I still do. You will feel like people are just nasty, not all of them, but just having too many expectations from this world and trying to expect that everything must be perfect, that whatever you want, you should have it. I don't think that's very realistic, and it makes you get a lot more frustrated and hurt and deceived by that. So having that detachment, this is something that I have learned mostly from Islam. I know that there are many cultures that promote and preach that detachment, but in Islam I have found all of that. It's like a whole package, just reminding me to be more connected to my spirituality and just take a step back from these worldly preoccupations. As a woman, also, most importantly, that I have also learned that the hard way, at 22 years old, I learned that I just discovered, I'm still trying to figure it out, that as a woman you should not be placing too much pressure on how you look and try to seduce or attract or please or convince people based on your looks or on your body, and just remove yourself from the competition. That's so soothing. That's a very pleasant feeling, very healthy. It makes you feel like you just feel like you don't have to try so hard. Like, a man has to like you for marriage if he wants to marry you, for your intellect, for your faith, for your character, for your other attributes, rather than for how you look. Of course, you should look beautiful and groom yourself. And of course, Allah has already made your natural beauty is already complete and beautiful. You don't need any plastic surgery or any dramatic thing to get people to find you beautiful. So that's something that I have really enjoyed. I still feel so blessed and lucky, alhamdulillah, that I I am a Muslim, even if I'm very imperfect and struggling. But I can say that this works for me, and it's something that I definitely feel has helped me a lot, and especially when it comes to managing my mental health. I will talk about that specifically in another video, hopefully, because that's also a very important topic, how your religious belief can help you navigate through your mental health challenges. So that will be all for me for this evening. Thanks a lot for being here, and of course we will be seeing each other more often as from now.